Lesson 1, Historical Firsts.
Did you know about the first library, the first newspaper, and the first museum building?
Yes, those are fascinating historical milestones. Each one has played a significant role in shaping our society.
Absolutely. Libraries have always been essential for knowledge sharing and education.
And newspapers are crucial for keeping the public informed about current events and issues.
Exactly. They both contribute to a well-informed community, which is vital for democracy.
Museums, on the other hand, preserve our history and culture, allowing us to learn from the past.
Right. They provide a tangible connection to our heritage and spark curiosity about different cultures.
It's amazing how these institutions have evolved over time while still holding on to their core missions.
I agree. They continue to adapt to modern technology and societal needs, making them even more relevant.
Lesson 2, Getting Lost.
I ended up in a completely different area while exploring the city.
Oh no. How did you find your way back to where you needed to be?
I relied on my phone's map, but I also asked a few locals for directions along the way.
That's a smart approach. Locals often know the best shortcuts and routes.
Exactly. They were really helpful, and it made my experience more enjoyable.
I'm glad to hear that. Getting lost can sometimes lead to unexpected adventures.
True. I discovered some hidden gems that I wouldn't have found otherwise.
That's one of the joys of traveling. Sometimes the best memories come from unplanned moments.
I completely agree. It's all part of the journey and makes for great stories later.
Lesson 3, Room Ready.
You take your time, there's no rush.
Good news. The new room is ready for you now.
That's great to hear. I appreciate your patience while I settled in.
No problem at all. I want to make sure everything is perfect for your stay.
Thank you. I'm really looking forward to enjoying the new space.
I'm sure you'll love it. It's cozy and well equipped for your needs.
I can't wait to check it out. Having a comfortable room makes all the difference.
Absolutely. Let me know if you need anything else during your stay.
I will, thank you. I'm excited to relax and unwind in my new room.
Lesson 4, Taxi Costs.
The taxi cost will depend on the distance and traffic. It's usually around $20 to $30.
That sounds pretty standard for a trip into the city, especially with potential traffic delays.
Yes, and if it's during peak hours, it might be a bit higher due to the longer wait times.
That makes sense. It's always good to factor in that possibility when budgeting for transportation.
Absolutely. I'd rather be prepared than be caught off guard by unexpected expenses.
I agree. It's also helpful to have alternative options, like rideshare services, just in case.
True. Having multiple options can give you more flexibility and potentially save you money.
Exactly. I'll keep that in mind for my next trip.
Good thinking. Planning ahead always pays off.
Lesson 5, Player Conditions.
There were conditions set out for the player, which limited his options significantly.
That sounds frustrating. Did the player have any freedom to negotiate his terms?
Unfortunately, no, he did not have the freedom to offer and negotiate his contract effectively.
That's a tough situation. Players should have the right to negotiate for fair terms.
Exactly. It's important for their careers and financial well-being to have some control.
I completely agree. Without the ability to negotiate, they may miss out on better opportunities.
It's essential for players to have the support of their agents to advocate for them.
Absolutely. Having someone who understands the industry can make a significant difference.
I hope that changes in the future, allowing players more freedom and options.
Lesson 6, Choosing Materials.
It suits you. How about this fruity one?
It's lovely, but it's too sweet for me. Do you have something a bit more balanced?
I understand. How about this one? It has a nice blend of flavors without being overly sweet.
That sounds perfect. I appreciate options that cater to different tastes.
Absolutely. It's important to consider what each person prefers, especially when it comes to flavors.
I completely agree. It makes the experience much more enjoyable for everyone involved.
Exactly. Plus, finding the right balance can elevate the entire tasting experience.
I'm excited to try this one. I think it'll be just right for me.
Great choice. Let's see how it pairs with the rest of the meal.
Lesson 7, Material Preferences.
Also think about the material you prefer. Do you want something durable?
Yes, durability is important to me, especially for items I plan to use frequently.
I completely understand. Investing in quality materials can save you money in the long run.
Exactly. I'd rather spend a bit more now than have to replace something constantly.
That's a smart approach. It's always good to weigh the long-term benefits against the initial cost.
I agree. Plus, durable items often offer better performance overall.
For sure. Let's look for options that not only fit your style but also meet those durability standards.
That sounds great. I appreciate your help in finding the right choices.
It's my pleasure. I'm excited to see what we can find together.
Lesson 8, Supportive Surroundings.
I've realized that when I feel like giving up, surrounding myself with supportive people really helps.
That's so true. Having a strong support system can make all the difference in staying motivated.
Exactly. I also track my progress regularly to see how far I've come, which keeps me focused.
That sounds like a great strategy. Seeing your achievements, no matter how small, can be incredibly encouraging.
It really is. It reminds me that every step counts, even when the journey feels tough.
I love that mindset. It's important to celebrate those small victories along the way.
Definitely. And sharing my goals with friends makes me feel accountable and motivated to keep going.
I can see how that would work. It's wonderful to have people cheering you on as you strive for your goals.
For sure. Together, we can lift each other up and overcome any obstacles we face.
Lesson 9: Exploring Options.
I'm sure you will find the right choice if you just take your time and explore different options.
That's a good point. Sometimes, rushing can lead to decisions we might regret later.
Exactly. Taking the time to research and reflect helps us feel more confident in our choices.
I completely agree. I often find that the best decisions come when I give myself space to think.
Yes, and it's also helpful to talk through options with someone else to gain a fresh perspective.
Absolutely. Discussing ideas can reveal new possibilities we might not have considered.
Right. Plus, it can help clarify what's most important to us in making those decisions.
I'm excited to explore my options more thoroughly now. Thank you for the encouragement.
Anytime. I believe you'll make a choice that you'll be really happy with in the end.
Lesson 10: Dining Experience.
Stay a little longer, I'm really enjoying this meal with you.
Me too. I'll definitely recommend this place to others. The food is fantastic.
It really is. Excuse me, can you please bring us another round of drinks?
That sounds great. I could use something refreshing to go with this delicious meal.
I think the atmosphere here adds to the experience, it feels so cozy and inviting.
I completely agree. It's nice to find a place where you can relax and enjoy good food.
Exactly. I love discovering new spots like this, it makes dining out so much more exciting.
Yes, and sharing it with good company makes it even better.
For sure. I'm glad we decided to come here together, it's been a wonderful evening.
Lesson 11: Fresh versus canned fruit.
Do you usually buy fresh or canned fruit?
I prefer fresh fruit, like apples and bananas. They taste so much better and are healthier.
I completely understand. Fresh fruit has that natural sweetness and crunch that canned fruit just can't match.
Exactly. Plus, they're packed with nutrients that are often lost in the canning process.
That's a great point. I also find that fresh fruits have a more vibrant flavor.
Yes, and I love using them in smoothies or as snacks throughout the day.
Smoothies are a fantastic way to enjoy a variety of fruits at once, I should try that more often.
You definitely should. It's a delicious and easy way to get your daily servings of fruit.
I'll make it a goal to incorporate more fresh fruits into my diet from now on.
Lesson 12: Gymnasium Activities.
There is a gymnasium where students have physical education classes, which is great for staying active.
That sounds perfect. It must be a lively place with all the activities going on.
Yes, and dances are also held in the gymnasium. making it a versatile space for events.
I love that. It's wonderful to have a place where students can come together for both fitness and fun.
Exactly. It creates a sense of community and encourages everyone to participate.
Plus, organizing events in a central location makes it easier for everyone to join in.
That's true. It fosters school spirit and teamwork among the students.
I can imagine how exciting it must be during events. The energy in a gymnasium is always electric.
Absolutely. It's a space filled with opportunities for learning and growth in many ways.
Lesson 13, Flight Inquiry.
Sure. Which flight are you referring to?
The one going from New York to London. It's supposed to be a great route.
Ah, that one. I've heard it's popular and can be quite comfortable.
Yes, I've read that the airlines offer excellent amenities on that route, which is a bonus.
That's good to know. Having a pleasant flight makes all the difference, especially on long journeys.
Exactly. I always look for flights that provide good service and a relaxing atmosphere.
Same here. It really enhances the travel experience when you're comfortable during the flight.
I couldn't agree more. Let's keep an eye on deals for that flight. I'd love to go soon.
Definitely. I'm excited about the possibility of exploring London together.
Lesson 14, Public Transportation.
Let's do some research, then.
Sure. I think we should go with public transportation. It's often more convenient in the city.
Great choice. Public transport can help us avoid traffic and save on parking fees.
Exactly. Plus, it gives us a chance to see more of the city while we travel.
Right. We'll need to leave early to ensure we have enough time to reach our destination.
That makes sense. It's better to arrive early and enjoy a leisurely walk before our plans.
Absolutely. Exploring the area can be just as fun as the main event.
I can't wait. Let's gather all the information we need and plan our route.
Sounds like a plan. I'm looking forward to our adventure using public transport.
Lesson 15, Songwriting.
You can turn it into a song that you can sing.
That sounds fun. There are so many words that rhyme with others, like smile and mile.
Exactly. Rhyming can add a beautiful rhythm and flow to the lyrics.
I love how creative songwriting can be. It's like painting with words.
Absolutely. Each line can evoke emotions and tell a story in a unique way.
Yes, and you can play around with different themes and ideas to make it truly yours.
I think it's a wonderful way to express yourself and connect with others through music.
Definitely. I'm inspired to write something original now. Let's brainstorm together.
I'd love that. Collaborating can lead to some amazing creative outcomes.
Lesson 16, Coastal Geography.
The coast is beautiful, but there's very little in the interior because there is no farming and water is hard to obtain.
That's true. Regions like Death Valley have such unique landscapes shaped by these factors.
Exactly. It's fascinating how geography can influence the lifestyle and economy of an area.
I agree. The contrast between the lush coastal regions and the arid interior is striking.
Yes, and it makes you appreciate the diversity of ecosystems we have in different locations.
For sure. Exploring these areas can teach us so much about nature and sustainability.
I'd love to visit both the coast and the interior to see the differences firsthand.
That sounds like an amazing trip. Each area has its own story and beauty to discover.
I'm excited about the idea of exploring these unique landscapes together.
Lesson 17: Pets as Family.
Pets are like family, so creating a comfortable home for them is really important.
Absolutely. They deserve a space that feels safe and welcoming, just like we do.
Exactly. I always make sure to have cozy beds, toys, and places for them to play.
That's wonderful. It's amazing how much joy they bring when they're happy and comfortable.
Yes, and a well designed space can prevent anxiety and promote their well being.
I couldn't agree more. It's crucial to consider their needs when setting up a home.
For sure. A happy pet often means a happy owner, too.
Absolutely. It's all about building that bond and ensuring they feel loved.
I love how we can create a nurturing environment for our furry friends.
Lesson 18: Cooking Together.
I think the potatoes are almost done. Can you check if they're golden brown?
Sure. I'll take a look and see how they're cooking. They should be perfectly crispy by now.
That would be fantastic. I love when they come out just right, with that nice golden color.
Absolutely. Perfectly roasted potatoes can really elevate a meal and make it feel special.
Yes, they add such a delicious texture and flavor, especially when paired with the main dish.
I can already imagine how good they'll taste with the herbs and spices we added.
Exactly. Cooking together makes it even more enjoyable. It's like creating a masterpiece in the kitchen.
I agree. There's something satisfying about working together to prepare a meal from scratch.
Plus, it gives us a chance to bond and share some laughs while we're at it.
Lesson 19: Outdoor Relaxation.
That sounds like a great idea. We could relax and enjoy some fresh air together.
I completely agree. Spending time outside can be so rejuvenating, especially after a busy week.
Exactly. I love the feeling of a gentle breeze and the warmth of the sun on my skin.
Yes, and it's a perfect opportunity to disconnect from screens and enjoy nature.
Absolutely. We could bring some snacks and just lounge in the park for a few hours.
That sounds lovely. I'd love to find a nice spot under a tree where we can chat and unwind.
Perfect. Nature has a way of calming the mind and lifting the spirit.
I can't wait. It'll be a nice break from our usual routines.
Let's make sure to do it soon, it'll be a refreshing change of pace for both of us.
Lesson 20, National Strength.
Strengthened by achievement, America stands alone as the world's indispensable nation.
That's an interesting perspective. It highlights the influence and responsibility that comes with such power.
Exactly. With great influence comes a duty to lead positively on the global stage.
I agree. It's important for any nation to use its strength to foster cooperation and understanding.
Yes, and America's role in international relations can significantly impact global peace and prosperity.
Absolutely. I believe that with achievement comes the opportunity to inspire others as well.
For sure. It's essential to maintain an approach that encourages collaboration rather than isolation.
I couldn't agree more. Together, we can address many of the world's challenges more effectively.
It's exciting to think about the potential for positive change when nations work together.
Lesson 21, Sports and Culture.
With baseball and the Raptors and the National Basketball Association, many Canadians worry about the American influence.
That's true. Sports often reflect cultural dynamics and can impact national identity.
Exactly. While it's great to have access to popular leagues, it can overshadow local sports.
I agree. It's important for Canadian sports to thrive alongside these major American leagues.
Yes, fostering local talent can help maintain a unique sports culture that represents Canada.
Definitely. It's all about balancing appreciation for international sports with support for homegrown talent.
I think that's crucial for building community pride and encouraging youth participation in sports.
Absolutely. Celebrating local achievements can inspire the next generation of athletes.
Let's hope that Canadian sports continue to flourish and find their own identity.
Lesson 22, Christmas Spirit.
To celebrate Christmas, they visit Bob Cratchit's tiny home, where they see the family cooking their meal.
That sounds like such a heartwarming scene. It's always nice to see the spirit of togetherness during the holidays.
Yes, and it highlights the importance of family and community during such a special time.
Absolutely. The simple joys of sharing a meal can create lasting memories.
Exactly. It's a reminder that it's not about the extravagance but the love shared among family.
I couldn't agree more. Those moments of connection are what truly make the holidays meaningful.
Yes, and seeing how others celebrate can inspire us to cherish our own traditions even more.
For sure. It's all about finding joy in the little things and spreading kindness.
Let's embrace that spirit this holiday season and create our own cherished memories.
Lesson 23, Measurements.
The rank is about 60 meters long and about 25 or 30 meters wide at any time.
That's quite a substantial area. It's impressive to think about how much space that covers.
Exactly. It allows for various activities and can accommodate many people comfortably.
I can imagine how versatile that space could be for different events and gatherings.
Yes, having such a large area opens up many possibilities for sports and community events.
Definitely. It's great to have facilities that can cater to a variety of needs.
I agree. It helps foster community spirit and encourages participation in activities.
Plus, it can serve as a hub for bringing people together, which is always beneficial.
Let's hope more spaces like this are developed in the future to support community engagement.
Lesson 24, Transit Announcements.
Yes, they announce each terminal, just listen for your stop.
That's really helpful. It makes navigating the transit system so much easier.
Absolutely. Clear announcements can really reduce confusion and help passengers feel more at ease.
I agree. It's essential for ensuring that everyone knows where they are and where they're headed.
Exactly. It's all about making the travel experience as smooth as possible for everyone.
I also appreciate when the staff are friendly and willing to assist if needed.
Yes, a good attitude can make a big difference in how people feel during their journey.
I love that. It creates a welcoming atmosphere and encourages more people to use public transport.
For sure. When transit systems prioritize communication, it benefits everyone involved.
Lesson 25, Transformation Satisfaction.
Absolutely. It's satisfying to see the transformation without spending a fortune.
I completely agree. Making changes that have a big impact often doesn't require a huge budget.
Exactly. Simple adjustments can lead to significant improvements in our environment.
I love how creativity can play a role in achieving those transformations.
Yes. It's all about thinking outside the box and using what you already have.
I admire that approach. It encourages sustainability and resourcefulness in our projects.
For sure. Plus, it inspires others to consider how they can make changes in their own spaces.
I'm excited to see what we can accomplish together with this mindset.
Let's keep exploring ideas that promote positive change without breaking the bank.
Lesson 26, Global Brands.
The world alongside McDonald's, Coca-Cola, and Disney is fascinating in its cultural reach.
Absolutely. These brands have become household names across the globe and shape perceptions.
Yes, and they often reflect the values and trends of the societies they operate in.
It's interesting how they manage to resonate with diverse audiences while maintaining their identity.
Exactly. They adapt their marketing strategies to suit different cultures, which is impressive.
I agree. It shows the power of branding and the importance of understanding local customs.
For sure. It's a delicate balance between staying true to their roots and embracing local flavors.
I'm curious to see how these brands will continue to evolve in the future.
Let's keep an eye on their strategies and see how they navigate changing global dynamics.
Lesson 27, Labor Practices and Criticism.
The world regularly checks and often criticizes Nike's labor practices, which is important for accountability.
That's true. It brings attention to the ethical implications of production in the global market.
Exactly. With Nike's recent marketing extravaganzas, it's essential to balance profit with ethical practices.
I agree. Consumers are becoming more aware and expect brands to act responsibly.
Yes, and transparency in labor practices is crucial for building trust with customers.
It's interesting how public perception can influence a company's reputation and success.
For sure. Companies that embrace ethical labor practices often gain loyal customers.
I hope more brands follow suit and prioritize the well-being of their workers.
Absolutely. Let's continue to support those who promote fair labor practices.
Lesson 28, Being a Good Listener.
And be a good listener, it's such an important skill in building strong relationships.
I'll definitely keep that in mind. Listening can really help others feel valued and understood.
Exactly. It's amazing how much we can learn from simply paying attention to what others say.
I agree. Sometimes, people just need someone to hear them out without interruptions.
Yes, and that can make a big difference in how they feel and their willingness to open up.
I love how being a good listener can create a deeper connection between people.
For sure. It shows that you care about their thoughts and experiences.
I'm excited to practice this more in my conversations. It's such a valuable trait.
It really is. Together, we can encourage each other to be better listeners.
Lesson 29, Maintaining Productivity.
I'm not sure yet about the best approach. I'm concerned about maintaining productivity.
That's a valid concern. It's important to find a balance that works for you without feeling overwhelmed.
Exactly. I want to ensure that I stay focused and efficient without burning out.
I completely understand. Maybe setting small, achievable goals could help keep you motivated.
That's a great idea. Breaking tasks into smaller pieces makes them feel more manageable.
Yes, and it allows you to celebrate small victories along the way, which can be encouraging.
I love that. It's essential to recognize progress, no matter how small it may seem.
Absolutely. Keeping track of your achievements can also help you stay motivated over time.
I'm going to implement that strategy. I appreciate your support and insights.
Lesson 30, Booking Assistance.
That works. Can you book it for me, please?
Of course. I'll complete the booking right away and make sure everything is set.
Thank you. I really appreciate your help in organizing this.
It's no problem at all. I'm happy to assist you in planning your trip.
I'm excited about this journey. Knowing that everything is taken care of makes it even better.
I'm glad to hear that. I'll send you all the confirmation details once it's done.
Perfect. Having everything in writing will help me keep track of our plans.
Absolutely. I'll make sure to include all the important information you'll need.
Thanks again for handling this, it makes the process so much smoother for me.
Lesson 31, Personal Cookbooks.
I love that idea. It will make the cookbook more personal and special.
Exactly. Adding our favorite recipes will create a unique collection that reflects our tastes.
Yes, and it's a great way to preserve memories associated with each dish we've enjoyed.
I completely agree. Cooking together and sharing those experiences adds so much meaning.
Plus, we can include little notes about why each recipe is significant to us.
That's a lovely touch. It will make the cookbook feel like a true family heirloom.
I can't wait to start compiling everything. It's going to be such a fun project.
Me too. Let's gather our favorite recipes and get creative with the layout.
I'm excited to see how it turns out. This is going to be a treasured addition to our kitchen.
Lesson 32, Mindful Consideration.
Right, it's important to be mindful of the potential consequences of our actions.
Absolutely. Considering the outcomes can help us make better decisions moving forward.
I agree. It's easy to act impulsively without thinking about how it might affect others.
Yes, and taking a moment to reflect can prevent misunderstandings and conflicts.
Exactly. It's about creating a more thoughtful approach to our interactions.
I love that perspective. It encourages us to be more aware and respectful of each other.
For sure. When we consider the impact of our choices, we foster a more positive environment.
I'm inspired to practice this mindfulness in my daily life.
Let's hold each other accountable and encourage this mindset together.
Lesson 33, Medical Missionary.
Livingston intended to become a medical missionary. This means that he would be a doctor as well as a preacher and teacher.
That's an admirable path. Combining medicine with education and faith can create a powerful impact.
Exactly. It shows a commitment to serving both the body and the spirit of individuals in need.
I love that idea. It emphasizes holistic care, addressing physical and emotional well-being.
For sure. Such roles can inspire communities and promote health awareness.
It's wonderful to think about how one person can influence so many lives positively.
Yes, and it highlights the importance of compassion in both medicine and education.
I agree. Let's remember the value of serving others in our own lives as well.
Absolutely. It's a great reminder to contribute positively to our communities.
Lesson 34, Ancient Athletes.
Centuries ago, even athletes in the ancient Olympic Games in Greece used various stimulants.
That's fascinating. It's interesting to think about how sports have evolved over time.
Exactly. The use of stimulants highlights how far we've come in understanding health and fairness in sports.
I agree. Today, there are strict regulations to ensure fair play and athlete safety.
Yes, and it's important to maintain the integrity of competition for future generations.
I love how modern sports promote not just physical ability but also ethical standards.
For sure. It's about celebrating the spirit of competition while respecting the athletes.
I'm glad to see that progress. It encourages a healthier approach to sports.
Absolutely. Let's continue to support practices that promote fairness and well-being in athletics.
Lesson 35, Stormy Stories.
The stories were very scary. A storm was brewing outside my window.
Oh no. That sounds intense. Storms can be quite frightening, especially at night.
Exactly. The wind began howling, and the rain was pouring down hard.
I can imagine. It creates such an eerie atmosphere, making everything feel more dramatic.
Yes, it certainly adds to the suspense of any story you're reading or watching.
I agree. The sound of the storm can really enhance the mood and set the scene.
It's amazing how nature can create such powerful emotions through its elements.
For sure. I love how a good story can transport you to that moment, making it feel real.
Absolutely. Let's share more of those thrilling stories next time we hang out.
Lesson 36, Summer Gardens.
I love seeing petunias and marigolds in the summer. They add such vibrant colors to gardens.
Absolutely. They brighten up any outdoor space and bring so much joy.
Yes, and some people plant sunflowers, which are also stunning and cheerful.
I agree. Sunflowers have that unique ability to turn and follow the sun, which is fascinating.
Exactly. Their large heads and bright yellow petals create a beautiful sight in any garden.
Plus, they're great for attracting pollinators like bees and butterflies.
That's true. It's wonderful how flowers can support the ecosystem while looking lovely.
I love how gardening can be both a relaxing hobby and a way to positively impact nature.
For sure. Let's plan to plant some flowers together this summer. It'll be fun.